Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons, make sure to subscribe. And where is the patch, guys? Where is the patch? I really want to fly the SU-25, the F-14, everything like that, and the patch it doesn't release. Oh my god. But anyway, let's go and talk a little bit about this aircraft, the F-4, but specifically about the worst F-4 in the game, the worst Phantom in the game. If you don't believe me, fly this thing, man. Yes, it is usable, okay? Yes, we have some others that are problematic as well. For example, the F-4EJ doesn't have the normal one. It doesn't have the AIM-72. It doesn't have the Agile Eagle. You have the F-4F that doesn't have any all aspects, or it doesn't have any BVR missiles. Yes, there are problematic F-4s in the game, but I can try to prove that, you will see if you agree with me or not at the end of the video, why this is the worst F-4 in the game. The F-4M and the F-4K are more commonly known as the FG-1 and FGR-2, both on the British tactic. Yes, they are interesting F-4s because they are the only ones that have a different engine. Instead of the J79s made by General Electric, it actually has the Rolls-Royce Spey engines, which are amazing. They really are indeed more powerful. You don't feel too much, but it is indeed a little bit more powerful. But the main thing about this aircraft is the performance together with the weaponry, together with the BR. Everything on this aircraft is kind of, The performance of it at first, it's an aircraft that it's just a sluggish F-4, but to make it worse, it doesn't have the Agile Eagle package. So even though it has more power, it doesn't turn as well as other ones. And if you really want to kind of have a little bit of an edge against an F-4E or something like that, you need to not use your cannon like we are not using it right here. But then you lose the cannon, right? So it's problematic, to say the least. It is sluggish, and with the other two things that I'm going to talk about, it really contributes to being a very difficult aircraft to fly. The second thing is the armament. The armament, yes, together with the APG-59, which is an okay radar, it's nothing too crazy, but it is a very notchable radar in its pulse Doppler mode. But at least it got pulse Doppler. Other F-4s, there are some other aircraft that don't even have it, right? But, it's an okay radar. But the problem, it comes to the missiles. The gun, of course, is just an M61. You lose a little bit of performance using it, but still, the missiles are the main thing. On the IR side of things, you only have an AIM-9G, man, which is a very problematic missile at this BR. It doesn't turn very well. It does have a lot of range, and it can get people by surprise. But when you are facing F-16s and MiG-29s and all sorts of aircraft like that, an AIM-9G is not enough. I do think that, if I'm not mistaken, the F-4K never used the AIM-9L, but I'm sure that the FGR, the F-4M, which is the Air Force One, do have the FGR-2, do have the possibility to carry the AIM-9Ls. I really don't understand why it's not using it, because everything else, it doesn't pay the fact that this aircraft doesn't have AIM-9Ls. It really needs an AIM-9L, at least the FGR-2. We have the Kurnas 2000 and 11.7, of course, but it will be decreased to 11.3 in the next patch, that will use 6 Python 3s, man, which arguably it's a better missile than AIM-9L, right? So I don't know, I just feel like it would be okay to see an AIM-9L in this thing. The second thing is the BVR. It has basically no BVR. This Skyflash dogfight, or the normal Skyflash that we have, it is a very bad missile. I'm going to try to use it in a BVR condition over here. The engine do help a little bit on getting you to a proper speed, and the radar, as you see, it's fairly good, especially in the range department. The radar has a very good range. It can lock people from up to 60-70 kilometers pretty easily sometimes. So it is a very good radar on the range specifically. It's very easy to notch, but still. Just a disclaimer on this match itself, I kind of did a kamikaze on here. It went too aggressive onto the targets, but still. The main thing is the missiles. They really don't have the energy, and there's basically nothing we can do. The Skyflash is a very bad missile. In real, for BVR, I mean, it's a alright missile to actually do like short range engagements, but for BVR itself, it's pretty bad. So, I mean, there's nothing we can do actually. There's no newer Skyflash that the F4 could use in this instance or anything like that. But the addition of the A9L would help the BVR, not the BVR department, but at least it will give another tool for this aircraft to actually be able to defeat these enemies, because the Skyflash is really lacking. Not only in the BVR, but also it's not the greatest thing ever close range as well. I mean, look at this miss. I mean, the aircraft was just standing still, man. And then the performance of it, I mean, you cannot turn, you cannot do anything. Once an F4 like that shoots a missile on you, you're basically dead. So yeah, the armament is the second problem. And the third problem that this aircraft has to deal with it is the BR, man. It's an 11.3 aircraft. I mean, it faces 12.0s every single match. Like, not every single match, I would say. There's the possibility of facing lower tiers, but I played like a good amount of matches during this video, and I did not see one match that I didn't like catch a Yak 41, a MiG-29, an F-16. So you are already a very lacking aircraft in all sorts of problems, and then you have a very high BR for such an aircraft, right? I mean, I don't know if it needs to be 11.0, but to be honest, what I propose, it's actually adding the FGR2, adding the A9L to the FGR2, right? And remaining that aircraft on the 11.3, and then adding the FG1 without the A9L, just the same aircraft as it is right now, to 11.0. It really is a difficult aircraft to fly, and I mean, it really would be, I mean, it has so much potential, man. This aircraft is supposed to be like one of those fun F4s that we have, because it's different, it's unique, right? But it just gets stomped by everything. I mean, it's really hard to actually do properly good games on it. Of course, it can be done. It's nothing like, I mean, it's still a usable aircraft. It's nothing, I mean, it's not like bringing, I don't know, a F5E to a 12.0, right? Match. You still can do a lot of things, but it's problematic. There will be a lot of instances where you just die, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing you can do, right? And basically this is it, guys. What do you think about my proposition? Do you agree with me? This is one of the worst or the worst F4s in the game. I really don't like them right now. They are supposed to be fun, but they're really problematic at the moment. Hopefully they are fixed a little bit with just some BR changes and a new addition of a missile. It would make a lot of difference. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and bye.